quick one, don't use brush to apply this primer. Use either a beauty sponge or you use your hand. That's the best way to get this primer. If not, your foundation might start peeling. Welcome guys. So today we'll be talking about how to create a flawless makeup. Are you ready? Are you ready for this class? Because you are going to learn a lot. First thing to do is to cleanse your skin. You need to cleanse it, remove all the dirt, cleanse it very well. You can even double cleanse if the first one is still dirty. After cleansing, we jump right into hydration. Guys, you know the importance of a well hydrated and moisturized skin. It will give you the best makeup base ever. You can use your serum, you can use your face mask. You just need to hydrate your skin. And here we are using vitamin C serum to hydrate our skin. Guys, you can skip anything in your makeup prepping, but don't skip moisturizer. And you need a really good moisturizer to have a good makeup finish. I've realized recently, I think one time I used my face cream, my normal face moisturizer on my face and wore my makeup, and it lasted me for a long time and still came out good. So you really need to moisturize. After moisturizing, moisturize your lip also. You don't want to have a cakey or a bad lip after your makeup, so really moisturize and prepare your lip for it. As in, there are some people that even have to scrub your lip, but scrubbing isn't necessary, just moisturize it. After moisturizing your lip, then I'm going in with my primer. This is a water-based primer, but it's very good. Man, guys, I don't know what Miss Metix did with this primer, but it is so good. You see the way I'm using my hand to put it on the face? It sticks, and it's more like holds the foundation for a long time. Quick one, don't use brush to apply this primer. Use either a beauty sponge or you use your hand. That's the best way to get this primer. If not, your foundation might start peeling and everything. So you use your hand or a damp beauty blender for it. After applying the primer, I went in with my mattifying primer. This is used to block oil. I didn't use oil block on her because she has a she has a normal skin, yeah. So I just used my mattifying primer, and this mattifying primer is very good, Gentle Dove. Okay, I've used this mattifying primer on someone that has an oily skin and a combination skin before without using oil block, and guess what, guys? It held her makeup for like a very long time. So I totally recommend Gentle Dove primer. And make sure to mattify your T-zone. Like, you have to really make sure to avoid sweating or oil. After that, I went in with my brows. I'm sorry I did the brows off camera because of light issue. Nigeria. Yes, so we are in Nigeria, we understand how these things works. I did the brows offline, and then I used the concealer as my eyeshadow base. I didn't go on with my Ben 9 because I used Ben 9 eyeshadow base. I decided to use concealer because of the type of eye I wanted to achieve. That was why I used concealer. So you can actually use concealer as your eyeshadow base. You don't need to use the regular eyeshadow base to pop your eyes. You can use concealer, you can use lipstick, a very good lipstick, maybe red, blue, green, depending on the eye you want to get. Okay guys, sorry I did the eyeshadow off camera. I went in with my foundation. Okay, so there's something about this foundation. If you notice, as I'm applying it, it's looking brighter than her neck. That's because this foundation oxidizes. If you use this foundation, this particular color, on someone that has this hair color, the person is going to get dark, very dark. Because of that, I used this particular foundation because when it oxidizes, it will come down to her normal skin color. And you will see it, guys, don't worry. At the end of this makeup, it actually really toned. It's actually really came down to her skin color. And then when applying your foundation, use a damp sponge first. apply it all over the face and blend until you get a flawless finish. For me, I don't use too much foundations on the face. I just take little and it's good. Okay guys, look, it is beginning to oxidize. Can you notice how it is already looking? The foundation is coming down little by little. After my foundation, I went in before my contour and blush. I went in with my concealer. When highlighting, use a concealer that is 2 or 3 shades lighter than the skin. Usually I'll use a concealer that maybe there's 1 shade lighter. After that, I will go in with a concealer that is like 2 shades lighter to pop the under eye. But in this particular look, I wanted to achieve a little brighter under eye than my usual work, which is you hardly see the brighter under eye. That was why I used this concealer. And you know where to apply your concealer: your forehead, under your eye, the nose, and your chin. Then blend it very well. You don't want patches, like you don't even want stories that there are patches anywhere. Blend your concealer until everything becomes smooth. Now I'm going in with my contour. Right, this is faster for me. I think this hack works faster for me. Any hack works faster, but this hack worked faster for me. That's why I went in with my concealer before going in with my contour. And you know, it's not contour, you have to use a contour or a foundation or even concealer that is 2 shades darker than her. So if you notice, I'm using a concealer. I didn't use a concealer here. I used a foundation. I used a foundation from Maybelline. I used it to contour her cheekbone, and you see how I'm contouring it. I'm contouring it upward from her cheekbone upward. And when you're contouring, you contour the cheek area, you contour the forehead, then her chin. I made sure that you see this chin, there's this elevation this thing gives to the skin after the makeup. You get contouring your chin like this. When I found out about this trick, I totally love it. I love how I love the magic it gives to my makeup. After the contour, next is blush. So here I'm using a blush that I normally wouldn't use for someone that has this skin color. I normally would have mixed red and this orange a little, but I said I wanted her to glow. You know, I wanted the blush to be pronounced. That was why I went in with this blush. And then you notice what I'm doing. The blush should be on top of your contour. Then you should blend it well. You see, one mistake you don't want to make is to have patches or lines in your makeup. You need it to be like flawless, so that after your makeup, even though there will be a definition on your face, everything will still come together as one. If you look at her face, you see the way I blended that blush in very well. After blending the blush, I went back to blend the concealer I kept under her eye. So this, because the concealer has lasted a little while, it's more pronounced. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, I skipped where I set her under eye, and here I am with my powder from Silvermark. This powder is, guys, since I bought this powder, hey God, I'll be so happy. This powder is magical. Like, I love it. It is a really good powder. If you want to buy a powder palette, I think I recommend this. It is really good. I just love how it gives a flawless skin finish look. After my powder, I contoured. I used that darker shade to contour. You see, this one thing about this powder palette is this contour. I've literally used this dark shade to contour very fair person, chocolate person, dark person, not so dark. For dark person, I mix it with a darker powder shade because there's this warm glow this, just look at her skin, look at the place I'm putting it. You see the red undertone is red, but at the same time it's very warm. It kind of bring the face together. That's one thing I'm telling you about this powder. This powder is just the powder is just so good. It's so sweet. And if you're looking at the places I'm contouring, you can see the warmness. You can see how it is making, like, just look at. Guys. After that, I went in again with my blush. You see the way I'm placing the blush. I used a very light pink, like all this very light pink shade. It's looking nude, but it's not nude. It's light pink shade. I wish I can show you guys. I didn't record that part. I'm really sorry about that. I used this blush directly. Like, you can see her cheek. You see how it is popping out. It's giving me that thing I want, but at the same time, it is not too much. So you see, just look at the skin. At the same time, it is not too much. From there, I jumped to the lip. I already did her eye work before this whole process. After baking, I went straight with my lip. And here, as you can see, I'm using Davis lip line to line her lips. As you can see in this video, she does not have a big lip, so I overlined a little. If she had a big lip, I wouldn't have tried overlining, because to make the lip so big and all. Because she has a small lip, not so small lip, I did a bit of overlining. Then I went in with a pink shade. I went in with a pink lip stain from iMagic. After that, I went in with a nude color from Blossom Cosmetics. I went in with that. I added it and I blended it. One thing you should know when you're mixing lipsticks is to blend. You have to blend and blend and blend until everything is okay. You don't want to have all those weird lines or weird patches on the lip that is looking so funny and ugly. So I blended it. I just added there's this white lip stain in iMagic. That was what I added on top to get what I actually wanted. And after that, I am lining it with lip gloss. I'm such a gloss girl. I love lip gloss so much. I can literally do no look without lip gloss, unless clients request for a matte lip. If not, I'm a lip gloss girl every time, or any day, anytime. I just love what it does to the lip. Then when applying your lip gloss, make sure to do it to clean your brush after lining your brown shade, unless you have the same color of the lip stain. If you're not using a transparent lip gloss, then that is it, our makeup. Oh my god, look at that baby, and look at the skin match.